y'all, today I figured I'd just vlog me washing my makeup brushes because the time has come. Like, I'm well overdue and I needed to wash these brushes, so let's get into it. All about natural beauty. Yeah, Slim Reshae. These are my makeup brushes. It has been a long periodically time, and so it's time to clean. I got this brush shampoo and this brush cleaning mat, and the brush shampoo, I am using it for the first time. So I'm filling up my sink with water, dropping my sponges in, and then after I get my sponges in, I add a little bit of that brush shampoo, and then I start squishing around my sponges. I'm kind of letting them soak, kind of like you do your dirty dishes when they all crusty and stuff. We gotta let them soak and let them absorb the shampoo. So with this brush mat, I have it on my hand, add a little bit of the brush shampoo, and I dip my brush in water and then start swirling it. I'm a suds kind of girl, so I need them suds to get the flowing. So I brush it a little bit in the middle and then toward the back end until the bristles look clean. Now y'all, this takes a good little minute. After you clean it, you want to rinse the brush off. The brush hairs, it'll look like that, and then you want to dry it off. Real quick, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and follow me. Scan the QR code on the screen. But back to these brushes, y'all, I typically go one by one with the brushes. I don't like to dump all my brushes in the sink with the water, because what I've learned over past mistakes is that soaking your brushes in water will loosen up the glue that's holding the brush hairs in place. So you don't want to just dump them all in water with some soap and just, let them marinate, because that is going to result in, like, if you have cheaper brushes, like, it will loosen that glue up and the handle will come out of that brush. So you just want to make sure that you're washing each brush one by one, taking your time until it comes clean, and then rinse it off. I do try to conserve water and not have it like running the entire time, and I only like cut it on when I'm rinsing the brushes off. And then after you rinse them off, like I said, you want to make sure you go in and you hand dry them on a towel, or you can blow dry them if you're in a rush to use them. So here I am just going through drying off some brushes that I already cleaned. So I kind of transferred them from one sink to the next sink. The other sink just had clean water in it, so I just kind of sat some of the brushes in there for a short period of time before I started drying them. So I did want to show you guys this kind of in real time. It's pretty simple. After I got about halfway through, I did start doing this around 6 p.m. and you'll see at the end of the video that I did not finish until like 8 p.m., which is wild. But that's why I encourage you to, wash your brushes more regularly so you don't have to spend 2 hours washing brushes. Okay, so it takes a lot of time, but your face will thank you. Next up, I am using some Dawn dishwashing liquid. So the brush shampoo, it was nice and all. It was my first time using it, but I just decided to go back to my tried and true, which is Dawn dishwashing soap. And I'm like, if it's safe for the penguins, then it gotta be safe for my brushes, right? Not sure, but I've never had any issues with it. So I'm using my Dawn dishwashing soap. A little bit goes a long way, so I feel like I can clean multiple brushes with a small amount of product. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using this like stippled area of this brush pad to really get in there and clean these brushes. I do use this pad to clean like my powder puffs, and then I'll like just squeeze my sponges to kind of squeeze and get out the product and clean them. You don't want to use the brush pad on the sponges because it can rip the sponge, so like don't do that for sponges. For sponges, you just want to kind of like rinse it with water, squeeze, rinse it with water, squeeze, and then do it until you get it as clean as you can get it. Now for brushes like foundation brushes, which are going to have a lot more product buildup, like it's going to take you a few times to start getting these suds to run a little bit more clear. So you just want to make sure like you're brushing that thing out as good as you can get it. So this is what all my brushes look like after I finish cleaning them, and wash day is finally done. Y'all, it is currently 8:06. Yes, it took me 2 hours to wash all them brushes. Like to really wash them and get them back, you know, white and clean. And when I tell you it's a task, that's why you should do them more often, so you don't have to spend 2 hours washing makeup brushes. But I do think I'm gonna just blow dry the tops because I do need to film something and do my makeup, and we can't be using wet brushes, so I'm gonna blow dry the tops. All in all, this works well, but I'm all about, you know, doing stuff more affordable. Just go ahead and use your Dawn. If it's safe to wash the penguins and the ducks, it should be safe to wash my makeup brushes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below how you wash your makeup brushes and your sponges, and if you knew that you were supposed to be washing them and washing them often. Because if not, baby, you get bacteria and all that stuff just caked up on your face. So go ahead and wash your brushes. Use this video as a sign to wash them brushes. I love y'all, and never forget, at the end of the day, without regrets, love yourself and be you. Simple. Bye. All about natural beauty. Yeah, Slim Reshae.